Good morning, Abhishek, Fazil, Aditya. Good morning. Just late now. I think we should wait for 2 more minutes. Yeah, let more people join, then we will start with the session. As you all must be knowing, I haven't added the title over here. The title was like, why shall we hire you? It's a very, very important question and it is being asked every now and then. Hello, good morning, Rahul. Good morning, Veshu Chandra. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so let's start with it because again at 10:30 I have another class, like this is why there's a clash. So I was trying to explain things to you that why shall we hire you is a very, very important question where you can get stuck or you can win the race. So it's so important. But the problem here is that you think that you are looking for a job. And that is why you have to prepare for this question. But no, it's not this story. Story is exactly opposite. You are not preparing. You need the job, but they need the right people more. So that is more of their need than your need. Of course, it's your need because you're going to face the interview and you're looking for a job. But again, this question is like something which can come up in such a way that you're trying to figure out ki kya bola jaye isme, what to say. So it's a tricky question. It's not easy to be answered. And this is the winning game or the losing game. So I would say that the most important thing here is your body language. You should be confident, you should be enthusiastic, you should be positive minded, and you should look like, yes, you are positive minded. If you have these three things inculcated in your personality, it speaks for you more. Maybe you're not confident, maybe you're nervous. In my last session also I told you it's okay to pretend. You can pretend. So pretension is something which is like very, very natural and everyone does it. Even maybe I'm also doing it. So people get nervous. It's a human nature. And you have to fake it many a times. And if you're very confident, it's good. It's great. So why shall we hire you is like your chance to wow them. Oh, wow, is such a great candidate. Yes, the right person. She's the right person for us for this particular job. And this is that you believe that the job is like... this job is not like the end of your life. You believe this. Two things you have to keep in mind. One thing is that this is your chance to wow them. This is your chance to win the race. And the second thing you should keep in your mind is that this is not the end of life. Even if you don't win the race, it's okay. There are many other chances, So when you have this in your mind, then you go well. This is what I mean to say. So keep this mentality intact and go ahead with the preparation. Now, as I told you that seeking a job can be bifurcated in two categories. Like one category is for people who are fresh graduates who have no experience, and most of you are fresh ones who don't have enough experience. Some of you who have some job experiences. So it's meant for both the categories of people. Okay, so this is not a great deal to like what if I have an experience, what if I don't have an experience. Just don't worry. I'll give you a right roadmap which will work in both the situations. Okay, Saint Suraj, ma'am, can we ask questions in sessions 2? Of course, I'm welcoming all types of questions. First, let me complete in just 10 minutes because this is what I'm doing here. Okay, in all these categories, you need to prepare well. As I told you in the last session, preparation is very, very important. Now here the preparation is like about what are you going to prepare with? Job description. Please go through the job description at least 4 times, 5 times, as many times as you can, because this is your, true guide. This will lead you to success because the more you know about the job description, the better you are prepared. So go through the job description as many times as you can and try to know what they are looking for. So when you're done with it and you have done this, thorough study of the job description, then you can also know the pain area. The second stage is knowing the pain area or the gray area of that job description. Now, every job description, hello, good morning, Rakesh. So every job description has got a pain area. Now, what is this pain area about? or this gray area about, this pain area or this gray area is about identification, about that problem which is existing in that organization. That is why they're looking for somebody. Okay, so there must be some question mark, there must be some loophole, there must be something missing in the system for which they're trying to look for the right candidate, to try to identify this. This is very important. How will you identify this? You will identify this by going through the job description as many times as you can, and you will yourself pick up what is that gray area. क्यों खोज रहे हैं वो लोग किसी कैंडिडेट को? What are they looking for? केवल जॉब टाइटल ही नहीं है, वहाँ पे डिस्क्रिप्शंस भी है. So what are these descriptions about? Which kind of person they are looking for? So that is a pain area. That means they don't have such people in their organization. So that is their pain. So you have to identify that. So this is the second stage. Know the pain area of job description. Third one is like, point number 3 is about collecting your experiences. Now, what were your experiences right from childhood to till here, till date? You are somebody who's pursuing a course in a college or a university. Maybe you are somebody who's working with some company or some firm. Maybe you have a startup. Whatever you are doing right now at this stage of time, you have got experiences, right? Everyone has got experiences. We all have experiences in life. So try to jot down all those experiences and bring about those moments when you really worked well. कौन सा ऐसा क्राइसिस का मोमेंट था जब आपने कोई प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व किया था? When did you work as a problem solver? Maybe it's your personal life, maybe your professional life, maybe it was your college life, your university life, any point of time. What were those moments when you helped others? What were those moments when you came up with a solution for problems? Okay? Or if there's any other story which you think can bring about a good side of your character or your personality. Now, also try to jot down your weaknesses. That is also very important because it gives you a natural look to your interview. But pick these weak areas only when the interviewer wants you to say about it. Otherwise, you need not. You need not be that candid and that, to be transparent in that moment. So this is the third point, that collect your experiences, write down on a piece of paper, prepare your notes. And then the fourth is like, putting up your skills. These were stories, these were not skills, these were your experiences, okay? And now it is about writing down, jotting down your skills. What are your skills? What are you really good at? What are you passionate about? Is there something you're passionate about? Or is there some particular type of, course that you have pursued and because of that course, you have acquired a lot of learning? तो वो कौन से areas हैं जो आपको unique बनाती है? BBA किया है, MBA किया है, वो सब करते हैं. It's okay. Everyone does it. So all of them who are preparing for this interview or who are going to face this interview have either done BBA or MBA or whatever. Like I'm saying, I'm just giving an example. Maybe BBA, BCA, MCA or any other course. Okay. Maybe you've done a course in advertising. Maybe you've done a special course somewhere. So what is that special course? What is that special learning? Try to jot down those points because you need not be common here. You have to show not your commonality, but your uniqueness. This is the most important point. So these 4 points together make the preparation. Now I call it DIES. Sounds very, very weird, but it is DIE, D-I-E-S. So I will try to type it here. Capital D, capital I, E. Now you will see that ma'am is sending such a, term which sounds so negative. Actually, it's not negative. It is that if you don't win this race, nothing dies. Okay? Even if you win this race, everything wins, but nothing dies. Okay? So dies, like I have said this because I will just let you know why I'm talking about this. Just let me put this on screen recording. Okay, can anyone do this screen recording for me? So that I just want to put up this video just after this session. If anyone can do this for me, because I have not set my phone on this. So it will take some time. So I don't want to do it. Okay, one of you, anyone doing? Anyone doing the screen recording for me? Okay. Okay, doesn't make a difference. If you're doing, then fine. If not, then also it's okay. If somebody is doing, then you can send that video to me. So because once I post this video, I don't get the comments over here, because that is the only way to record the comments, by doing the screen recording. Okay, so I was talking about that DICE. DICE, what does this particular abbreviation or acronym stand for? D. Anyone can tell me what does D stand for? Description. What is this description about? Your job description. Study the job description very well. D stands for description. You have to thorough read it twice, thrice, 4 times, as many times as you can. Prepare a notes of that description. So first is D, that is description of the job. I stands for identification. What are you identifying? किस चीज को पहचान रहे हैं आप? ये identification किस चीज की है? This identification is about the problem identification. So you are trying to identify the problem. क्या problem है? क्या gray area है? कौन सा pain area है जिसके कारण वो इस job के लिए particular candidate को ढूंढ रहे हैं? So what is that pain area? Try to identify the problem. I is about identification of problem from that job description. What does E stand for? Can anyone type here the answer? What does E stand for? Oh, well, we don't have enough time. So E stands for your experiences. What were your life and profession? What were your life experiences at work and at home, or maybe your personal and professional lives? So you have to jot down all those experiences. You have to study yourself, your experiences, okay? And I told you DIES. What is this S about? S is about your skills. Collect your skills, your strengths. Yes, you must know your weakness, but for this answer, you need your strengths. So collect all your strengths, your skills, your passions, and write down. And in the end, you have to create a storyline. So after you've done this DICE, you have to create a storyline. Now, why I say a storyline? Because if you don't create a storyline, you start telling in small words, it will not help. Okay, it will not help, because everyone is coming up with all those, rote learning, this and this and this 4-5 adjectives they have learned and they are doing it. It is not going to work. What works? A storyline. Now, once you are done with DIES, you are creating your storyline. You have a paper and now you're creating it. I will tell you different ways to create a storyline. So this is the main part of this particular session. So when you're creating one-liner statements, because they don't have enough time, you should be precise, you should be concise, you cannot be very elaborative. Storytelling doesn't mean that you will take 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You cannot. At the most 1.5 or 2 minutes. Enough. Not more than that. So let's take one example where we are looking for any production manager. Maybe we are looking for any developer, program developer. Okay. So it's just an example I have taken for you. So one-liner. I have, what will I say? Suppose I'm a fresh graduate. I'm looking for a job where they are looking for somebody who is really good at handling or developing programs, okay, or producing something. So I can say, I have the right attitude. Now this word right attitude is very, very important. So I said, I have the right attitude to handle people and situations. Any job, they want this only. First, let me complete this. This is not the complete sentence. This is the first answer. I have the right attitude to handle people and situations. A keen insight. There's no and, okay, comma. A keen insight into programming, and after that you can use and, because now you're summing up. Keen insight into programming and had great experience of fulfilling team goals, okay, at my internship program. Now you've created a story. Okay, you have created a story and you have also put up all the words together into one sentence. It looks like a story. It's not like something ratified. You're not doing rote learning. But yes, by this story, you're trying to prove people that you can handle people, you can handle situations, you have insight. I mean, you have proper knowledge in that area. And here you can definitely add that particular description that they have. in the job description. So what you have to say, I have the right attitude to handle people and situations, comma, a keen insight. I mean, you don't need to say comma. I'm saying pause a little. A keen insight into programming and had great experience of fulfilling team goals at my internship program. And this is my USP. Okay, USP is unique selling proposition. So what is a unique selling proposition which makes you special and different from others? And this is my USP for which you should hire me. Okay, this is the first type of answer. I think everyone got this. Okay, now I cannot type this. It will take a lot of time. Now the second one. Second one is like, I have the skills to initiate positive techniques in the process of program development. Process of program development, and I need just a little guidance to create the perfect solutions to problems. Here you are trying to show that you have a problem solving attitude, but you have created a kind of story because it's in a descriptive way. So you say, I have the skills to initiate positive techniques in the process of program development, and I need just a little guidance, because everyone is like, like very busy. No one is having enough time to guide you. Okay, so you're saying that I need just a little guidance to create the perfect solution to the problems, and this makes my USP. Second type of answer is also complete. I told you I'll be giving you 5 answers in this. So second answer is done. Now what is the third answer? As I'm a fresh graduate, most of you are fresh graduates. Okay, so as I'm a fresh graduate, I'm keen to explore my potential to the fullest. This is not complete. Okay, this is one part of the sentence. As I am a fresh graduate, I'm keen to explore my potential to the fullest, giving my best, or you can say my 100%, giving my best to the organizational goals. And this makes my USP because I'm not somebody who gives up. I'm not somebody who gives up. This last line, conclusion part, is very, very impacting. So you have to create stories like this. In the third one, you're talking about that you're so eager to learn, and explore, that you have got fresh mind and energy to explore a lot of things. So you're the right person for them. Okay. The fourth one, I'm flexible. Now by flexible, you mean to say that you are like, even in tough situations, you can adapt to the conditions and you can bring up great results. So you start with, fourth one is, I'm flexible to unfavorable situations, and I'm open to learning new things and eager to contribute substantial growth to the organization. Now here you are talking about how you will contribute to the organizational benefits. You are open to learning anything. You are not a rigid person, don't want to learn. You are flexible to unfavorable conditions. So this is absolutely good answer, beautiful answer. And the fifth one is like, I'm an excellent orator. This is very simple, but this is really a catch game. I mean, you can definitely win the game here. I'm an excellent orator because you speak well. So I'm an excellent orator with a great deal of amicability, mixing with people, with a great deal of amicability. Hence, I have my USP in utilizing the best of people's strengths for organizational goals. Because you mix with people, you talk to people. So for that reason, you can utilize their strengths for organizational goals. Any organization, whether it's for web programmer, web designer, production manager, finance manager, any particular post you are going for, everyone needs this only. Because you alone cannot run an organization, right? So you are working in a set of people, group of people. So there you can take out the best from them. So we've talked about it. Now, if you're not a fresher and you have 1 or 2 years of experience, you can add one line to it, having an experience of 2 years, 3 years, or whatever in this area. So I mean to say that your answer should be concise, crisp, and informative, full of stories. This will really help you. Now, anyone has got any question? Anyone has got any question about it? You said that you will be asking questions, so you're free to ask questions. I gave you 5 ways of answering this question why shall we hire you? Another way of putting up this question is that, why do you think that you are fit for this job? Why do you think that you are better than others? Why shall we take you or not others? So the same question put up in different ways. And your way of answering this question should be unique, flowy, and natural. But yes, prepared. Without preparation, you cannot go ahead with it. I gave you roughly 5 different ways to handle this. Even if you don't work much, this will work. But if you work on the job description area, this can be made even better. And for these things, I give you courses which is available on Zoom, and you can get enrolled in my course where I give you a customized resume along with an email, along with a storyline where you put up your email along with your cover letter, and also your customized question answer session where I will focus upon the job you are going to join or face the interview for. So my courses will be designed accordingly, according to your need, according to the description of the job given for the interview you're going to face. So that is a course which would be totally customized. Otherwise, this will definitely help. This is also very useful. So if anyone has got any question, you are free to, I'm just open to answer questions. No? So somebody asked that, ma'am, can we ask question? Then nobody asked. Okay, anyway, I have got something else. I have actually, jotted down some points here so that you can very well get along with it and understand what actually this question asks you to do. This question is not about, I'm telling you again, this question is not about you finding a job. It is more about them getting the right person. So are you the right person? So in the end, put up impacting words. Just like one of the answers said that I'm not somebody who gives up. Okay. You can also put up, I'm not somebody who succumbs to situations.